This week on Insects for Fun, we're going back in time to before the dinosaurs to explore one of the most successful and iconic groups of early arthropods, the Trilobites. These fascinating creatures ruled the seas long before dinosaurs walked the earth, and their story is one of evolution, adaptation, and eventual extinction. Trilobites were a class of marine arthropods that came into existence in the Cambrian period, around 521 million years ago. This was a time of rapid evolutionary change, often referred to as the Cambrian explosion, when most major animal groups first appeared in the fossil record. Trilobites were among the earliest complex life forms on the planet, and they quickly became one of the dominant creatures in the oceans. One of the most remarkable things about trilobites is their sudden and widespread appearance in the fossil record. It's as if they just appeared out of nowhere, quickly becoming one of the most dominant groups of creatures in the Cambrian seas. Their fossilized remains are found all over the world from North America to Asia, indicating that they were incredibly successful and widespread. But what did these early trilobites look like? Most were relatively small, ranging from just a few millimeters to a couple of inches in length, though some species could grow much larger. They had a hard exoskeleton divided into three parts: the cephalon, or head, the thorax, which consisted of multiple jointed segments, and the pygidium, or tail. This is actually where the name trilobite comes from. Tri for three, and lo from lobos, meaning lobes. I don't know why they ended the lobos part with ite, but I think of it as three bite-sized lobes. This body plan, though simple, was highly effective and allowed trilobites to adapt to a variety of ecological roles. They didn't all look the same either. In fact, far from it. Their shapes were incredibly diverse, allowing them to adapt to different ecological niches. And they were among the first animals to develop complex eyes, which gave them a significant advantage as both predators and prey. Unlike modern insects and arthropods, which have compound eyes made up of organic chitin, trilobites had highly complex eyes made of calcite, an inorganic crystalline form of calcium carbonate. These eyes were incredibly advanced for their time, with some species having up to 15,000 individual lenses per eye. This gave them excellent vision, allowing them to detect movement and navigate the murky waters of the Paleozoic seas. Some trilobites were active predators, using their keen vision to hunt smaller invertebrates. Others were scavengers, roaming the seafloor in search of organic debris. There were even species that filtered plankton from the water, similar to how modern-day whales feed. This diversity in feeding strategies allowed trilobites to occupy a wide range of niches, from shallow coastal waters to the deep ocean. They weren't just predators, though. Trilobites also played a crucial role in the early marine food web, as a prey item. Despite having a hard exoskeleton, larger animals could still feed on them, and their hard shells actually gave larger predators extra calcium. Interestingly, some trilobites developed unique defensive features to protect themselves. For example, many species evolved spines or thickened exoskeletons to deter attacks. Some trilobites could even enroll their bodies, curling up like a pill bug to protect their softer undersides. This behavior is similar to what we see in modern arthropods like pill bugs and certain types of shrimp. Other trilobites, whose bodies were more flat, chose to bury themselves in sediment. This not only helped them escape predators, but it also enabled them to become ambush predators. My personal favorite adaptation seen in trilobites would be A, an ability to molt incredibly fast as an evacuation technique, like hitting the eject button from their own skin, and B, the use of spiny tails, which were not only weapons, but could be used as anchors for faster water currents. So now we have an idea about how diverse these animals were and what niches they could fill for their time. But what exactly was their time? One of the most astonishing aspects of trilobites is their longevity. These ancient arthropods were around for nearly 270 million years, surviving through multiple geologic periods and mass extinction events. To put that into perspective, humans have only been around for about 300,000 years. Barely a blink of an eye in comparison. As mentioned above, trilobites first appeared during the Cambrian period, about 520 million years ago, and they thrived throughout the entire Paleozoic era. This era is often referred to as the Age of Trilobites because of their dominance in the fossil record. The Paleozoic era includes several geologic periods, such as the Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, and Permian. Each of these periods saw significant changes in the Earth's climate, sea levels, and ecosystems. Yet trilobites managed to survive and adapt through it all. The key to their survival was their incredible adaptability. Over the millions of years they existed, trilobites evolved into over 20,000 different species. However, even the mighty trilobites couldn't escape the force of nature. Their long reign finally came to an end during the Permian-Triassic extinction event, about 252 million years ago. This event, often called the Great Dying, was the largest mass extinction in Earth's history, wiping out roughly 96% of all marine species. The exact cause of this extinction is still debated, but it likely involved a combination of massive volcanic eruptions, climate change, and a possible asteroid impact. Whatever the cause, the trilobites were among the many species that didn't make it through. But what a run they had! Trilobites left behind a rich fossil record that provides us with invaluable insight into the early history of life on Earth. Their fossils are so abundant and well preserved that they're often used by geologists to date rock layers. In fact, the presence of certain trilobite species can help scientists determine the age of the rocks in which they're found, making them important tools for understanding the Earth's geologic history. Now that we've covered the basics, let's shine a spotlight on some of the most notable trilobite species that have captured the attention of paleontologists and fossil enthusiasts alike. These species are not only fascinating in their own right, but they also represent the incredible diversity of the trilobite lineage. Number 1 would be Paradoxides, one of the most iconic trilobite species. This was a giant by trilobite standards, growing up to 30 centimeters, or about a foot in length. Paradoxides lived during the Cambrian period and is known for its large crescent-shaped head and long spiny segments. The fossils have been found in a variety of locations including Europe, North America, and Africa, making it one of the most widely distributed trilobites. Paradoxides is often depicted in textbooks and museums due to its impressive size and distinct appearance. Number 2 would be Isotellus rex. If Paradoxides was big, Isotellus was a behemoth. This genus includes some of the largest trilobites ever discovered, with Isotellus rex reaching over 70 centimeters, nearly 28 inches in length. Isotellus lived during the Orvodician period and is particularly well known in North America. Its flat oval body suggests it was well adapted to life on the seafloor, possibly as a scavenger. Isotellus is also often found in fossil beds within Ohio and the surrounding areas, where it's a favorite among fossil collectors. Number 3 is Alrathia kingi, arguably one of the most famous trilobites. This species is often used as the iconic image of a trilobite. It had a simple yet striking design with a smooth exoskeleton and a broad, flat body. Alrathia kingi is one of the most common and well-preserved trilobite species, making it a favorite among fossil collectors and paleontologists alike. This species is found in fossils from Utah in the United States. Its abundance and distinct features make it a key species for studying Cambrian environments. And that is gonna wrap up today's episode on trilobites. I hope you guys enjoyed learning more about these prehistoric marine pill bugs. And before you leave, please go rate and review this show on whatever platform you listen. It really helps promote Insects for Fun to a larger audience. And of course, the best way to support the program is to go over to Patreon and unlock the ad-free episodes, the ever-growing collection of bonus episodes, and vlogs. And you'll hear from me again next week.